So Snake Eye have just had some insane support announced for Pharaonic Nightmare, and in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about Snake Eye Populus, why it's so good, and then I'm going to show you a one card combo you can do in Snake Eye Infernoid which ends on an incredible board. First thing to note, this is not a deck profile. This list is not very good. Do not carbon copy it. I've just thrown cards together into DB so I could practice and see what I could do with the deck. You probably shouldn't be playing Piatti and Petrulia in this list, and you probably should be playing 15 cards in the extra, not 6. You probably shouldn't be playing 44 with 1 Ash. But let's get into the card. This is Snake Eye's Populus. It is a level 1 Pyro with 700 attack and 200 defense, and it has 3 effects. So if this card is added to your hand, except by drawing it, you can special summon this card. Already a really good effect. You can add this off of Excel. You can add it off of... I guess you could special summon it off of the original Sinful Spake Oils, but you can add it off Excel. You can add it off Small World. It's very accessible, and when you add it, you just get to drop it, which is insane. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one Snake Eyes Spell Trap from your deck to your hand. This is incredible because it allows you to add the original Sinful Spoil Snake Eye, which is of course E-Tally for level 1 fire monsters from hand or deck. It also allows you to add the Sinful Spoils of Subversion, which is removal, so you have a little bit of flexibility in what you search. Let's say you already opened a copy of this, you're going seconds, you can add a copy of this and remove a monster on the field, or at least force in a game. So that's quite cool. There's other Snake Eye cards you can also search, like the Trap's not bad. Haven't got it in this list because I'm not going to be combo testing with a Trap in the deck. But yeah, this can add a Snake Eye Spell Trap. Really, really good. It has a third effect that if this card is sent to the graveyard, you could target one fire monster in your graveyard, place it in its face up in its owner's spell and trap zone as a continuous spell, and you're going to use each effect of this card once per turn. So let's go through that again. Add it to hand, you can special summon it. When it's special summoned or normal summoned, you can add a Snake Eye Spell Trap so you can get your most powerful starter straight from the deck for free. When it's sent to the graveyard, you can target a fire monster in your graveyard and place it in the spell and trap zone. Does not preclude itself, which means it can target itself to put itself in the spell and trap zone, which then pays for the cost of Snake Eye of sending a face-up card you control to the graveyard. This card does everything all on its own, which is absolutely incredible. It's obviously searchable off Excel, it's special summon itself off of Orc and all this sort of things. It works really, really well with the archetype. Absolutely incredible, and I'm going to show you what you can do with the card. So this combo is going to start with a single copy of Excel. There are other ways of doing it, but this is probably the easiest way to show you. So we're going to start by normal summoning our copy of Snake Eye Excel and using the effect to add a copy of Populus from deck to hand. This is going to trigger our Populus to special summon itself, and then it's going to trigger its effect to search for a copy of the Sinful Spoils. We're then going to link off our Populus for a copy of Link Karibo, which is going to allow us to use the Populus effect in graveyard to place itself in the spell and trap zone. From here, we can use the Sinful Spoils to send the Populus to special summon a copy of Decatron. From here, we could use Decatron's effect to send it to Jets, because we want to send one that can summon itself from graveyard with as few materials as possible. And then we could use Excel's effect to send itself in the Decatron to special summon an Orc. This is going to trigger our Orc to special summon a level 1 fire, so we're going to summon back this Decatron, and we're going to use the effect to send a copy of a Nunku. This can be any Infernoid monster. From here, we're going to use Orc's effect to send itself in the Decatron to summon the Dragon from our deck. We can then link our Dragon and our Link Karibo away for a Proxy F Magician. This is going to trigger our Dragon to special summon back 2 level 1s, and who knows, it's Decatron coming back again, and it can use this effect to send another Infernoid monster from deck to graveyard. From here, we can banish 2 of our ones we just sent to special summon the Jet and use the Proxy F Magician effect to fusion summon the monsters we control and to make a copy of Infernoid Evil. From here, we can Infernoid Evil to banish an Infernoid. In this case, we're banishing Jet to send 6 names from our deck to the graveyard. In a realistic scenario, you're probably not playing 6 different names that you want to send, but this is how we're doing it in this combo. From here, we can link off all of our monsters for a copy of Infernoid Flood, since it requires 2+ monsters, including Infernoid monster. The Evil satisfies the Infernoid card, the Infernoid pot, and the other 3 materials come from the other monsters. This is, of course, going to trigger our Infernoid Evil in our graveyard to add a Void Spell Trap, so we're going to add Void Feast. And after setting our Void Feast, we can banish 3 Infernoids from our graveyard to summon an Anunku. So this is the end of the combo, and what we have just off that one copy of Excel is Infernoid Flood, which is Solemn Warning, as well as being a banish if we manage to banish something from our graveyards, and if this card is destroyed, you get to float into another Infernoid monster, so you can float into a Nunku or Debiati. We also have a Nunku, which is a monster negate, which is... Monster negate is a spell negate, sorry, it destroys monsters. So we have a spell negate as well as our Solemn Warning, and we have our Void Feast, which can summon 2 copies of Decatron and a Jet for a DD Crow, a monster negate, and a spell negate, respectively. Should have been backwards, but you know what I mean. So off one card, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6 interruptions, maybe 7 even, if the Inferno Flood manages to get destroyed. So that's quite good off 1 card, and it's all made possible because Snake Eyes Populus is an absolutely insane addition to the Snake Eyes archetype. You don't have to play this in Infernoid builds. I'm sure you can play this in just a regular Snake Eyes build, trying to do some synchro stuff by summoning like a Jet Synchron or something. But yeah, this card's absolutely insane. It's worth noting that you can do this combo even without Excel, because Small World searching this is also the full line, because you get to search your spell that summons, turn this into a Link Rebo, place it in the spell and trap zone, use this to summon Excel search Decatron, just normal summon Decatron, and you're in the exact same place. So Small World does the whole 1 card lane. I believe the Elba Star plus a discard does it. Excel does it on its own. This is actually quite consistent, if it weren't for all the Inferno bricks you have to play. But yeah, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe for future content. You know I love to put out these combos as early as I can when we get the cards. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next video. Have a good one.